Hi, can everyone hear me okay? Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Melina Burmish, and I'm the chair here for the Flag Day celebration. And today we're going to begin with a flag raising. Hopefully you all have a program. If you do not, we'll make sure to get them set over there somewhere so you can have one. But today we're joined by the Sons of the American Revolution to do a flag raising, and then later in our program they'll be doing the Liberty Tree dedication. And we are also joined today by Jenna Liberator, the consul from the Luxembourg Embassy in Washington, D.C. All right, with further ado, we're going to do a flag raising here. As you are able, please stand and remove your hats. All right, we will now join Bernard Segran, portrayed by an actor, with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then we are going to do the national anthem. I was going to do it with music, but it's not working, so I'm doing it a cappella, but please feel free to sing along. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, we will that it might be loud, so that will be read over there to all of your right.
Set. Turn. Prime. Present. Fire. Turn.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for that. The Consul of the Luxembourg Embassy in Washington, D.C.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. It is a great honor to be here today with you and celebrate this year's Flag Day here at the Stony Hill School. Flag Day reminds us that a flag is more than just a piece of cloth. It is a symbol of shared ideals, common purpose, and the generations of people who have worked to build and strengthen a nation. Today, as we honor the Stars and Stripes, we also celebrate the many stories and communities that have contributed to the American narrative. As the United States prepares to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the nation's founding, it is especially fitting to reflect on the people whose hard work, courage, and commitment helped build this country. Among them were thousands of immigrants from Luxembourg, whose sons and daughters made a remarkable journey across the Atlantic during the 19th century. Seeking opportunity and a better future, they brought with them a strong work ethic, deep faith, and a commitment to family and community. No state is more closely connected to this Luxembourg American story than Wisconsin. The legacy of Luxembourg immigrants and their descendants remains visible today in family names, cultural traditions, historical societies, and the enduring friendship between Wisconsin and Luxembourg. In many ways, Wisconsin stands as a living bridge between our two countries. The story of Luxembourg Americans is also a reminder of a larger truth. America's strength has always come from the contributions of people from many backgrounds who embraced the promise of this nation and helped turn that promise into reality. This brings me to the reason why I am especially honored to be here today. The very tradition we celebrate on this day has a connection to Luxembourg. As you surely know, the man widely known as the father of Flag Day, Bernard Seagrand, was born here in Wabeka to parents who had emigrated from Luxembourg. In 1885, as a young teacher at this very Stony Hill School, he organized what is recognized as the first formal Flag Day observance. What began as a lesson in a one-room schoolhouse became a lifelong mission. For more than 30 years, Seagrand championed the idea of a national day dedicated to the American flag. It is a remarkable story. A son of Luxembourg immigrants helped create a tradition that would become part of the fabric of American civic life. For Luxembourg, it is a source of great pride. For America, it is another example of how immigrants and their descendants have helped shape the nation's history. As we look towards America 250, we celebrate not only the founding of the United States, but also the generations of Americans who have carried that vision forward. We honor those who came before us, and we inspire young generations to continue building a future grounded in freedom, opportunity, responsibility, and service. As you look at the American flag, remember that its history was written not only by famous leaders, but also by ordinary men and women, farmers, workers, teachers, immigrants, and families who contributed in countless ways to the life of this nation. The Luxembourg immigrants who settled in Wisconsin were among them. Their story is part of America's story. So thank you for allowing me to share this celebration. On behalf of the Embassy of Luxembourg, I wish you a meaningful Flag Day and the memorable journey toward America 250. Thank you.
That was wonderful. We'll now pass the microphone over to Bob with the Sons of the American Revolution to do our Liberty Tree dedication.
Thank you. My name is Bob Plastine. I, along with my compatriots James Mills, Ben Metter, and Mike Metter, are members of the Wisconsin Society of the American Revolution. All members of the Society are descendants of those that fought for or contributed to the colonies during the American Revolution and the birth of our great nation. The mission of the Sons of the American Revolution is to honor our Revolutionary War patriot ancestors by promoting patriotism, serving our communities, and educating and inspiring future generations about the founding principles of our country. The National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution started a project several years ago with a goal to plant 250 Liberty trees across the nation by July 4th, 2026. They have met this goal. As of this morning, there have been 266 trees planted in 39 states. The Wisconsin Society of the Sons of the American Revolution have planted 22 trees to date in Wisconsin, and we have 7 more tree dedications to go in the next 3 weeks. In keeping with the mission, we are honored today by the Ozaukee County Historical Society and the Stony Hill School Museum to present a Liberty tree to their park. The plaque reads, "The Liberty Tree, 1646 to 1775, was a famous elm tree that stood in Boston near the Boston Common in the years before the American Revolution. In 1765, colonists in Boston staged the first act of defiance against the British government at the tree. The tree became the rallying point for the growing resistance to the rule of Britain over American colonies, and the grounds surrounding it became known as the Liberty Hall." The plaque also reads, "Planted in memory of Bernard J. Seagrand, teacher at Stony Hill School, and Carol Fairweather, Ozaukee County's Historical Society School Tour Docent, in tribute to all educators and docents, past, present, and future. We share a love and passion for teaching our history." And today we're also joined with family members of Carol Fairweather. Would you please rise? So we would like to thank the Ozaukee County Historical Society and the Stony Hill School Museum for allowing us to continue our mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. And this concludes our program here today. I know it was a little shorter, but I'm sure that is totally okay with you. Thank you for joining us. We'll be here afterwards for questions. And our beautiful Liberty tree in memory of Carol Fairweather, Bernard Seagrand, and educators here at Stony Hill can be found over there with where some of our Sons of the American Revolution will be, as well as an information table over there. We also have the Luxembourg American Cultural Society here. As you all would remember, Jenna Liberator is from the Luxembourg Embassy, and Bernard Seagrand himself was a Luxembourg American. So if you have questions, we are around. Feel free to explore. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. That concludes our program today.
You should. There are other, in addition to Luxembourg, a little bit north of here, northwest of here, they have a Hollandaise, there's a huge Dutch population. And Sheboygan also is a huge German population. So that whole area.
Should be interesting.
You must come to Sheboygan. There is, although it's not for Luxembourg, just north of here, there's a Luxembourg.
I won't sing, I promise.
There's a Holland Fest in the final weekend of July.
Okay,
That
should be interesting.
would,
And then the Lux Fest, of course, in Belgium.
yes.
I need to attend that one.
Do they have Blue Stripe in Luxembourg?
They do, because my husband is a pure Luxembourger. He doesn't have any other nationalities in his family. And so his family, they make treipen at home.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, you like that?
What you can do is you can invite the congressman over to the embassy
I will.
and make moose stripe.
Duly noted.
Okay, and that would be wonderful. Okay.
It was nice meeting you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.